to acknowledge that we get and educate as a top-of-the school district on the ancestral lands and territories of the Confederate tribes and the bands of the Yakama Nation. The Confederate tribes and the bands of the Yakama Nation, who since time immemorial have hunted, fished, gathered, and stewarded these lands throughout generations. We respect their sovereignty and express our deepest gratitude for all the past, current, who are still here today, and future generation of stewardship and protection of these lands and waters. We acknowledge the Confederate tribes, the bands of the Yakama Nation, and their right to self-determination, and we honor their sacred spiritual connection with the waters and land. We remember and honor the Yakama people as the caretakers of these lands, their connection to this region, and appreciate the opportunities to live, flourish, and learn on their cultural homelands. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Toppenish Wildcat Basketball. A special welcome to our guests, the players and fans of the Ephrata Tigers. The CWAC encourages and promotes good sportsmanship by student athletes, coaches, parents, and spectators. We strive to create a competitive yet positive atmosphere where everyone feels welcome. We ask that you cheer for your team and be respectful of the opponents and officials. As CWAC student athletes, we commit to fair play, responsibility, and respect. We strongly encourage you to do the same. This is the CWAC Conference of Champions. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we can please all rise as one of our own Toppenish High School students, Reed, will be performing the national anthem via guitar. Tonight's game. First, the stars for the Ephrata Tigers. Number 10, Cooper Black. Number 12, Brady Hendrick. Number 14, Cody Ogle. Number 32, Caden Weber. And number 34, Benson Bear. And now, your starting lineup for your Toppenish Wildcats. And guard, 6-foot senior, number 4, Jack Dilla. 6'3" senior, number 12,
go, folks! THS Digital Media Network back at it again. Antonio Tony Dominguez alongside the THS Digital Media crew. Game 2 of our doubleheader. Well, what do we know? A game that is ever so important. Should the Wildcats win here this evening, they secure themselves a 4th place seed in the CWAC District Tournament. And boy, is this about to be one of the more important games. And oh no. Good bucket there from Cody Olay. And this might be back and forth. But you never know what's going to happen. And remember, versus Quincy on Tuesday, if you happen to make it over there, a 90-point game, a shootout between these two teams. Let's see if they didn't get tired out. And look at that, Mason George and the Ephrata Tigers fighting for it. They're in between Brady Hendrick. Possession will remain with the Wildcats. Carlos Melgoza to Davila. And shot clock violation. That's something you don't want to see early on in this one. You're in your own home building. You win here tonight, you secure yourself a 4th place seeding. But right now, you gotta earn it. And this first minute, it's looking a little uncomfortable. Let's say that. Enough time to adjust either way. Let's see what the Wildcats can do. Couldn't get the shot. Mason George. Sanchez now to Davila. Couldn't get the fast break opportunity and out of bounds. Off of Brady Hendrick. Brady Hendrick been one of those players for the Ephrata Tigers. Can do some things. Right there, just couldn't gather that ball in. And a 3. If you want to win this game, you're going to have a good night from Alex Bazan. He had a good game versus the Quincy Jackrabbits that first half, hitting multiple 3-pointers. And here we go, Mason George and Benson Bear for 2. And then Caden Weber again on that side. And just like that, the Ephrata Tigers lead by 3. Quick timeout. We'll be back.
To Michelle McCord for her many years of dedicated service as the scorekeeper for both boys and girls basketball. Michelle's time, commitment, and attention to detail has been program, and her steady presence at games has never gone unnoticed. We're truly grateful for all she does and support our athletes, coaches, and school community. Thank you, Michelle McCord.
Still a lot more.
Last call for Friday. Again, last call for Friday.
Mason George inbounding into Alex Bazan. Sanchez stopping in the middle. Jumper. Oh no! The referees are going to call it over the backboard first. Well, that's what sometimes you get, and right now you find yourselves down by 3. To one of the bottom teams of the CWAC. But again, the CWAC is looking like the CWAC of old. Anybody can beat anybody any night. And we've seen those results here as the season progressed. From the beginning all the way down to the end. So many teams been upset. The only team undefeated in league play is the Sela Vikings. And Bear for 2. The Wildcats with a great opportunity. They got to be able to complete it though. 3, no good. George collects and goes up and is fouled. Free throws coming up. And the Wildcats, they were upset by Othello in their second meetup. Quincy almost had them. East Valley, they were able to beat them in the first go-around, but the second go-around was a different story. It's like the CWAC of old. And that's not a bad thing. This league can really compete. Yeah, perfect from the free throw line there on that exchange. Within 3 again. Wildcats are going to have to secure up that defense. And that's what they can do. But right now, the Tigers are just taking advantage, game planning, trying to use their size, create some space, get some good shots. In and out on that one. Ball on the ground, Dario Tavilla. Trying to run the fast break, doesn't find anything there. Melgoza back to Sanchez. Carlos Melgoza, who is capable of making some plays. Bazan with the 3, that one's off the mark. Gets into the hands of Benson Blair. Bringing it down the floor, Cody Ogle. 3-pointer, no good there from Brady Hendrick. Sanchez to Bazan. Mason George misses it. Hendrick able to get the rebound. And Cooper Black now bringing it down the floor. I mean, it's afraid of Tiger team. They're not afraid of this Wildcat team right now. They had a game plan, and they're sticking to it right now. It's been very effective. And shot no good there. Jason Sanchez, Bazan, Davila, blocked the foul first. Free throws coming up. I mean, if you want this to be a close game, it can be a close game, but that's how you lose. Especially in last-second shots. You don't want to put yourself in that position. You know you can get this team and go on good runs and really open up this margin there as Jack Davila gets his first points. Indeed, the Wildcats capable of going on runs and opening up the leads. So far, not been able to find anything consistently on the offensive side of the floor. I mean, you're just so close. You never really would have thought just last week that you would have had a chance at the 4th place spot. But come on, you really got to have it because you get to host 2 home games at the very least. Yeah, you're going to face the top team in the CWEC and the Sealand Vikings should you win here this evening. But nonetheless, an opportunity here. Don't let it slip away from your hands. Let's see what the Wildcats can do. And Melgoza can't finish on the other end. George collects it to Bazan. They just need to reset, calm down. No need to force anything. They're right there with the reset. Shot clock still good. Enough time to work. George trying to find someone to go. Bazan takes the 3 and gets that one to go. Alex Bazan, his second 3. I mean, he needs to be that player. He's grown a lot since the beginning of the season, and then considering since last season again, he can lead this team. He just needs to reach for those brass rings. Alex Bazan can be something out here. 3, couldn't get that one to fall, and that one saving it right into the hands of Cody Ogle. Pushing down, Sanchez right there defensively. Trying to find somewhere to go. Sanchez guarding up against Ogle, and he gets his bucket. All tied up 10. I mean, this is the CWAC. This is the CWAC of old right now. Davila off the mark, unfortunately, on that one. Jack Davila, not really a 3-point shooter. Had an open look right there, it just didn't fall. Shot no good there from the Tigers. Sanchez looking down the floor. Davila. Damn, no. There's been a couple of those. You cannot afford to leave those there. And what's going to be called? And a block first. Melgoza trying to make a play there on the driving Brady Hendrick. Yeah, Carlos Melgoza kind of leaned into it there at the last second. He just really, he didn't really need to do that. He didn't need to lean into it. He was going to go to the rack either way. He should have been a little bit more decisive in where he was going to be on that spot of the floor. Unfortunately, this one cost him a personal foul. His first, luckily, so nothing troublesome yet on the foul side. for the Wildcats. In there, Lau Wapshela has checked in, steals it. To the red, short. Couldn't finish. With the numbers. Stop it, and Bazan. Misses it again. And you don't like to see that. They need to clean it up. Somebody needs to bail them out. Open look three. No good. Rebound stolen away by Sanchez. Oh, come on. Jason Sanchez. Oh, he can't get that shot so far right now offensively. Oh, what's going to be called? First double dribble. Oh, on the Ephrata Tigers. Both teams struggling here the last 90 seconds. Well, one team wants to explode to the ball, and they're trying to run as fast as they can, get back on defense. The other one is trying to slow down, use their size. You know, use those angles. That's what you can do when you're the bigger team. May not be as quick on them, but yeah, you can create some plays using what you got. Sanchez over to Mason George now, driving baseline underneath. He's fouled almost. Still going to the free throw line. Let's see what Mason George can do. This game a lot closer than expected to open up the first quarter. Senior night here, final game of the regular season here in the CWAC. Mason George. First one good. Dario Tavilla checking in for the first time this evening. Second one for George. That one is also good. Some good ones coming. Now running on the other side. Left wing, left corner now. Driving baseline. Jumper, no good. Sanchez able to collect that one. Wildcats up by 2. Trying to run the clock down here these final seconds. That's a good idea. They're given an opportunity to score back, and look at that! Carlos Mendoza, his first bucket. And you know, we were talking to Coach Mespley earlier this evening about Carlos Mendoza. He says he reminds him, oh no, look at that to respond, Levi Wilson. With a 3. Last second. Oh, shot. Wapshela almost had it. Talk about Carlos Mendoza when we come back after break. Second quarter coming up. Wildcats with a 1-point lead. Who would have thought? Oh my. Wildcats trying to earn themselves a 4th place seeding should they win here this evening. This is the THS Digital Media Network. Make sure to like, subscribe, and follow. Never miss out on another THS Digital Media event. Take a break. Be back after this. And welcome back to THS Digital Media Network. Second quarter underway. Ephrata Tigers get started. Stolen away there by the Wildcats. Sam Salam, and he took too many dribbles there. Held the ball momentarily on a turnover for the Wildcats. I mean, they've already had a number of turnovers. They just got to clean that up. if they're able to concentrate and like, hey, we got to finish these plays, I think they can break this game open. They don't have to do anything too special. Three-pointer, and that one way off the mark. Salam trying to collect that. Wapshela able to gather it. Back over to Alex Bazan, stuck, but able to get it back in outside the circle to Sanchez. Over to the left wing, Dario Davila at the free throw line. Jumper, Wapshela, no good. Now working on that one, cutting to the basket, and good. Ogling for two. And the Wildcats still trying to secure things up defensively. Dario Davila with the three. That one's off the mark. There we go. Free throw line jumper, no good. Bazan looking up ahead, finding Dario Davila. He finishes. 4-2. His first points of this evening. That was a good one, and that's what you need to do. Shot up and good from Cooper Black. Had two on that one. And Sanchez able to keep that one alive. Dario Davila. Salam, he loses it, but he's fouled first. Tigers are reaching a little bit. This Wildcat squad, definitely a lot more mobile, a little bit more agile. They have some speed. It can be a handful to try to keep this team contained. Bazan over to Lyle Wapshela, Dario Davila. Bazan, open look three, takes it off the mark. Tegan Hernandez tries to save. Salam keeps it in play, and out of bounds, out of Tegan Hernandez, who kind of in the way of the ball, but either way, headed out of bounds. On the other side now, left side, Ephrata Tigers. Oh, taking steps. Long jumper and good fair from Brady Hendrick. Oh, they're really lining things up. Taking those jumpers, that's what's available to them. Sam Salam, Wapshela, he couldn't get a call. And now the Wildcats back off defense. He's coming, seeing a lane. Three, no good. Wapshela finds Davila, sets up for his three, off the mark. They keep going in that three-point play. They're not really trying to attack the basket. And there we go on the other side. Levi Wilson for two. Wildcats need to get back on it. I'm not sure exactly what's going on down on the floor on the offensive side. They should have some opportunities here, though. Salam, Hernandez, Wapshela. Salam left open, misses that one, able to get one, gets it back, can't finish. Hendrick. Up and under. That one out of bounds. Back to the Wildcats. And some substitutions coming in. Dario Davila and Mason George checking in as Davila and Salam are going to take a seat.
Checking in for the Wildcats, number 4, Jack Davila, and number 34, Mason George.
Wildcats find themselves down by 5 here, 4:26. To the second to last place team in the CWAC. Of course, one of the toughest league in the 2A. Oh, Davila short with the three. A lot of players are really trying to shoot it. Alex Bazan's been the only one that's been consistent here so far. Three on the other side, and no good. Davila. He needs to use his speed. He needs to look ahead. We need to make quick action plays. Mason George shot, but no foul called, and right into the hands of the Tigers. A three launched, no good again, and put back, and good for two. Benson there just having something here in the second quarter. 6 points here so far in the first half for Blair. George drops it, able to regain composure. Shot, couldn't get that one to fall. Wildcats in an offensive drought. Bob Shelley almost had a steal. Reorganize. In the middle, Blair. And he's fouled. Free throws coming up.
On the Wildcats by number 3, Lyle Wapsheli. His first personal foul.
Lyle Wapsheli.
At the line for the Tigers. Number 34, Benson.
Charged with the personal. But that's going to send Benson Bear again to the free throw line. First one's up and good.
Number 22, Jose Baita, and number 40, Levi Wilson. Checking in for the Wildcats, number 12, Jason.
Second one also to come.
Carlos Melgoza.
Second one here on the way. No good on that one. Mason George collects the rebound. Bazan finding Sanchez. Three-pointer from Bazan off the mark. There goes Carlos Melgoza and deflected off the Bear. We'll be afraid of Tigers, so it'll remain Wildcat ball. Sanchez to, oh no. That was a bit of an awkward one. I'm not sure that was worthy of a offensive call, but didn't see it from this angle necessarily. Tigers trying to bring this ball down the floor. And that ball dribbled out of bounds. Jose Barrita trying to hold on to that one. Son, he takes his three. That one off the mark. A foul on the ground.
Foul the Wildcats by number 34,
Mason George committing a foul there away from the ball. Wildcats, they've got to show something here. You do not want to go into the locker room with a sour taste in your mouth. You really do not. Oh, nothing called there. Shot no good to Villa, over to Bazan. And Bazan just half an inch too far ahead as his foot hitting the baseline. Another turnover for the Wildcats. And that's been the story for the Wildcats. They've had opportunities on the offensive side of the floor, and especially on the fast break opportunities. They just have not been able to complete those. They want to secure this fourth place spot. It's theirs if they win here this evening. They got to recognize that. Mason George. Over to Carlos Melgoza. Dribbling down, and now over to Sanchez. And able to dribble in and get two to go. Breaking that offensive drought. Sanchez also with his first bucket of the evening. That's what you got to do. You're only down by 6 now. Three-pointer, no good. Sanchez and Melgoza coming together there to secure that one. Jason Sanchez over to Alex Bazan. Tavella's doing some things. I mean, he's had a rough night. Mason George now. Oh, no. He just lost the handle on it. And Bassan again. He's doing everything he can to bail out his teammates, especially when there's a critical mistake like that made. I mean, you got to help your players out. You got to help them out. And here we go again. 6-point lead it remains for the Ephrata Tigers with 40 seconds remaining or so. Using kiss off the glass from Cooper Black for 2. And who would have thought this Ephrata team sitting in second to last place. We'll double check that for you at halftime. Looking to ruin and spoil the Wildcats' opportunity at a 4th place seating here in the first half. Sanchez with the wild move and crafty maneuver couldn't finish on it.
Checking in for the Tigers, number 14, Cody Ola.
Once again, over the ball on set, and seconds remaining for. Oh no! Bazan with the turnover. It just hasn't been there. First quarter, everything was clicking. Second quarter, different story. But the Tigers happy to take this 6-point lead into the locker room. A lot to talk about. Wildcats needing everything in order to secure the 4th seed in the CWAC District Tournament. Halftime, Ephrata Tigers surprisingly leading Toppenish Wildcats 26-18. This is the THS Digital Media Network. Make sure to like, subscribe, follow, never miss out on another THS Digital Media event. We'll take a break, be back after this.
Accompanied by parents, family, and friends. Favorite memories when I learned how to use our replay system. Big wrestling match last year that you could hear all the distorted audio as the clips replayed. I have now completely forgotten how to use replay. Senior Kimberly Lara. Next senior Nashua John Lee. Accompanied by mom, 2 little sisters, brother, my cousin, and teammates. Favorite memory was the football boys senior night stream. The weather was so terrible that the scorebug computer almost flew away. My fingers were freezing, the hand warmers were useless, and that also the night the big black box fell on me and made me spill my drink. That night was so chaotic, but what made my favorite memory was watching the cheerleaders run around for their signs while their wind was blowing them away. Senior Nashua John Lee. And our final media senior Elias Castillo. Accompanied by family. Favorite memories traveling to Lakewood High School, talking the whole way there on and all the way back, as well as going to hops and drops and watching Simpson and Gary slowly lose their mind from that trip. Senior Elias Castillo.
And welcome back here at THS Digital Media Network. Antonio Tony D. Dominguez alongside THS Digital Media crew calling this final regular season game, home game senior night here for the Toppenish Wildcats. Miguel Ferron is able to start the scoring here for the Wildcats. Wildcats, they're going to have to definitely work on some things, and a three immediately here from Hendrick. I mean, that's just something like the Wildcats are not really used to. They don't do them so, oh, and they're at the free throw line. Sanchez for a quick jumper. His first bucket here of this second half. Hendrick. The ball is going to be tied up. Arrow still belonging to the Tigers. And that's where they're going to restart. Good on the Wildcats, that you want to see. Just got to stay in this one. Got to cover some ground. You find yourselves down by 7 now. Shot blocked, George, and stolen by Hendrick. And then there's no travel call on that one as a sliding foot missed. And a three there. Blair, and he has 10, and the Wildcats struggling here. Now find themselves down by 10. Alon and Jordan. Bazan able to create a play. Cutting Miguel Falon for 2. So 2 buckets already from Miguel Falon, being effective offensively. You might have to keep him out there. 3 no good. George trying to hunt it down. Finds Falon. Sanchez, middle of the lane to George. Shot is partially blocked. The rebound comes the way of the Tigers. Nothing. And Blair again with the 3. Caden Weber, excuse me, there, and a timeout called immediately after that shot. Wildcats finding spots and moments, but now they find themselves down by 9. Take a quick timeout, be back after this. And welcome back after that timeout. Jason Sanchez now being tasked with bringing the ball down the floor. Miguel Falon over to Carlos Milkos. Sanchez lines up a jumper off the mark. There. Stolen away. Oh, and it's going to be an offensive foul against the Tigers. Right as Bazan was making that steal. I mean, I guess the foul, you want the foul to, you know, make that one difficult. So now coming down the floor with Bazan trying to find the right angle. Marcosa with the jumper, that one short. And the Tigers back at it. Other way. 3, no good. And a foul going to be called first.
Foul Wildcats by number 34, Mace George, his second personal
Mason
foul.
George is going to be called personal. That's going to send the Tigers to the free throw line. No good. Cody Abu not able to complete the first free throw. Now the second one. No on that one. And a foul going to be called against the Tigers. That's going to be, I believe, against Hendrick. And it is.
By number 12, Brady Hendrick, his first personal foul, second team foul.
Line over to Bazan. Goes working in the paint and gets to the rack for 2. Second bucket. 4 points for Melgoza. Three, no good. Off the mark. Tavilla coming down with the ball. Gets the rebound. Miguel Filan driving baseline. Jumper falling back. Couldn't get the bounce. Wildcats still find themselves down by 9. Heading inside. And travel on that one. Turnover on the Tigers. So here they come back. Bazan finds Melgoza in the corner. Bazan takes his 3. That one's off the mark. Bringing there. Filan, Hendrick. Definitely moved his foot. Nobody called it. Filan, Hendrick. Jumper, no good. Tavilla. To Miguel Filan, now resetting. That was a smart idea. Jumper, Filan, couldn't get it. Tavilla recollects it. Puts up his shot, can't get that one to fall. Timeout called on the floor by the Tigers. We'll take one as well. Be back after this. Welcome back after the timeout on the floor by the Ephrata Tigers. They're up by 9. They're in a situation where the Tigers perhaps didn't think they would find themselves here this evening, but competing just like the COAC is every week. You never know who's going to beat who. Shot good there from Hendrick. Now they find themselves down by 11. This is concerning. Wildcats need to answer with something. Tavilla, jumper open, misses that one. And a foul called after the missed shot.
Foul the Wildcats by number 31, Carlos Melgoza, his second personal foul, second team foul.
So personal foul there on the Wildcats. Carlos Melgoza collecting one. Focusing one side. From one. Oh, and a shot rolling off of who you could see versus Weber. And Wildcats have just not been able to respond, and now they find themselves down by 13. And another missed shot. And a foul called on the floor.
Off the Wildcat by number 31, Carlos Barbosa. His third personal foul, third team foul.
This is, again, one of the bottom teams of the CWAC. Didn't win in very many league games, and here they find themselves with a margin lead against who could be where they're trying to score the fourth seed from. Alex Bazan with 2 on there. Just scoring has been an issue. They came out of the gate with a basket, but then gave up a 3, and then just response after response, and now they find themselves down by this much. Oh! Ball right into the hands of Wapsheli. Tavilla. Sanchez. Offensive foul going to be called. And nothing going right.
Checking in for the Tigers, number 14.
And this is a time when you want to see Alex Bazan make some plays. This is his team. He's the only one right now that can initiate some sort of spark in this team. You got to give him the ball right now, as soon as they get it in their hands. Arching 3, no good, and again, rebounding Hendrick. Misses that one, Tegan Hernandez. Able to bring it down and could not get anything to go. That one did not count, so that's going to be the end of it. Wildcats find themselves down by 11. We're going to have to find some sort of answer soon here in the first couple of minutes. Otherwise, that fourth place seeding slowly slipping away. Take a time out. I'll be back here at THS Digital Media Network. Make sure to like, subscribe, follow, never miss out on another THS Digital Media event. We'll be back after this. Fourth and final quarter here live back to THS Digital Media Network. Oh boy, you need to give this team some spirit right now. They gotta find it in them. They gotta play great defense here in this fourth quarter. Otherwise, it's gonna be a short season, postseason for them. Tegan Hernandez with a quick bucket there brings them within 9. They need to capitalize on opportunities, and right now they need their defense to step up, create a play, and a foul. Sanchez on Hendrick.
On the Wildcats by number 12, Jason Sanchez. His second personal foul, first team foul. Back to the Tigers, number 2.
First free throw there for Hendrick is good. Who would have thunk here this evening the Tigers with a chance to upset the Wildcats, spoil their 4th seed hopes in the district tournament. Should they lose this one, they will be a 5th seed regardless of any other situations. And that's the thing, all they needed to do was win here this evening. They still have at it, but boy, every minute that passes and every time you miss an offensive bucket, boy, it really hurts your chances. Wildcats find themselves down by 10. And just nothing there. You gotta give the ball to Alex Bazan. Let's see what he can do. He needs to create a spark. This is his team. In other words, hey, reach for the brass rings, kid. You gotta step up. And a foul the other way against the Wildcats and just nothing. Somebody has to step up. Plays have to be made right now. Otherwise, this game is going to go, and it's going to be one of the bigger upsets here this season. Bottom of the league. Reminding of the CWAC of old, every team can compete any day of the week. And too many long moves there by the Tigers. Wildcats need to get to work now. Well, that's what you got to find. I don't know exactly what the Wildcats are trying to run right now. They still seem like they're trying to figure out their offense. Have not found any consistency. You got to run that ball. Let's go. Sanchez with the three, rare and hits it, and that's giving them some good rhythm and opportunity. The seniors stepping up, taking a big shot, now find themselves down by 7. Timeout on the floor. Full timeout. Wildcats down by 7, 40-33. Be back. Coming out of timeout. 6:19 remaining here in the 4th quarter. Wildcats able to cut the lead down to 7 now. Still some work to do. Pressing. Playing some tough defense. Trying to create some turnovers. Hendrick gets the jumper off and that one short. So now, Wildcats going to be conservative with the clock. They're going to let it roll past half court. Saving some time. Hey, those are, oh no, taking Hernandez off his foot. Something you can't afford right now. Outside, shot is short. Wapchella. And a foul going to be called first on the floor.
Foul Tigers by number 34, Benson Bear, 2 seconds personal foul.
Benson Bear now with the second personal. Nobody really in foul trouble for the Ephrata Tigers. See what they try to run. Davila, the most athletic, trying to get those tip-ins and gets one to go there. You know, they've had athletes in the past that have been able to complete that at a great percentage. Jack Davila, It's been a little bit different this season, let's say. Shot, no good. Dario Tavilla. Back to Jack. And now Dario resetting with Jason Sanchez, Alex Bazan. Tavilla, 3 off the mark. Tegan Hernandez able to truck down the miss. Fresh shot clock. Down by 5. You don't need anything special, just drive to the basket. Get fouled, get something. Bazan right there, try to keep it, no, blocked, and Tigers able to keep it alive. I like that initiative by Bazan though. That's a good one, that's what you need to get used to. In moments like these, yeah, not every shot's gonna go in, but guess what? They see your effort. Benson Bear having a good night here this evening. 12 points, leading all scorers. Here in this low-scoring affair and a turnover there. Jack Davila couldn't hang on to the ball. 7-point Antiguan off of the Tigers, Cody Otway. And Melgoza coming in. Boy, if we can get him going, he's working with 3 personal fouls. He's working with 3 personal fouls right now. Davila, over to Sanchez. Hit a big 3-pointer, a few possessions ago. Hernandez is blocked. Melgoza. Let's foul against the Tigers. And there. That's going to be a big one. That's his 3rd. Timeout called on the other side of the floor. 7-point lead it remains for the Wildcat, or excuse me, for the Tigers. Full timeout. We're going to take a quick one as well. Be back after this. Looks like a sideline warning given over before the start of this possession to the Ephrata bench. So best bet that anything too wild here in the next few remaining minutes of this contest may result in a technical, probably will. If you're the head coach of the team, you're gonna have to keep your cool right now. Even if you see something you really don't agree with, you're going to have to keep it with you. Benson Bear able to get himself another board. Down by 7. Taking a Trimble. The Della ball stolen away. Tip. Sanchez running the floor. Bazan, open 3, no! It's just he's been cold this second half. Alex Bazan. Bear with the jumper, no good. Melgoza working with 2:41. I mean, you got to get a basket right now. either at the free throw line or you find something in the paint. Come on, you got to get something. Hernandez, jumper no good. Bazan is fouled, and he's going to get an opportunity to put some points up on the board and also save some of that precious clock. Yeah, this is when the clock is starting to come into play now. We don't know exactly how this is going to turn out, and Alex Bazan, some big shots right now, some big free throws. First one, no good. And as of right now, there is no double-digit score here so far in the fourth quarter for the Wildcats. 1 out of 2. And that's sort of been where the issues have arisen from, is just the cold spells that they go through. And it's just something that needs to be more confident. I mean, this game's not over. And right now, the problem that's plagued them the last couple of seasons is showing up right now. Somebody needs to step up. Let's go, let's go, let's go. You got to run this. Miguel Filon to Melgoza. Having to work some time. George underneath. Tough shot. Couldn't finish. Timeout called by the Tigers. Full timeout. Six-point lead. We'll keep it right here with you, folks. Wildcats letting a fourth seed just slip out of their hands. And they just have not found an answer. And this is the thing. I mean, it's expected of them to see, you know, there's been certain games where there's been maybe one player that happens to score 11 or 12 points, and in this league, you just can't really afford that unless you're playing lockdown defense, and that's even tougher, especially when half these schools are bigger than you. So even if you had some talent, you had some athletes, I mean, guarding, I mean, it's just been rough. It's been up and down. Wildcats picking up their first win last Tuesday in the month of February anyways, and previously before then losing 8 out of their last 6 games. And that was just an unfortunate situation. And several games there that were viewed by many as competitive and winnable before it started, and then the performances unfortunately did not come out the way that the team and coach expected. Yeah, and that's unfortunate, and right now, you know, the Wildcats still with some time. Got to make something happen here on defense still. Jumper no good, Sanchez. 70 seconds remaining. I mean, there's not a lot of time. You got to take your shots now. Mason George with the jumper, nothing. And Cooper Black. And this is going to be something. And offensive foul against the Tigers. And a timeout on the floor once again by the Wildcats. It's 2 possessions though. Nothing out of the possibility just yet. Well, regardless, the Wildcats will be hosting a playoff game here next week. It's going to be a matter of whether they're going to be able to host 1 or 2 games. Should the Wildcats pull off a bit of a miracle here this evening, they would have an opportunity at hosting 2 playoff district games. However, if they lose here this evening, which every second that ticks off is more than likely to occur, the Wildcats will find themselves in a 5th seed instead of a 4th, and just, wow, it was right there in your grasp and against a team that you should have been definitely taken care of tonight. And this is just how the CWAC can be. Never know. Lose to Quincy one day, you lose to Othello the other, then you beat Prosser, you beat Grandview somehow, and that's just sometimes how a night in the CWAC will go. Along with an empty puck is George with the reverse, giving a little bit of opportunity. Ball, tipped, Sanchez, George, misses. Ball again. Can't get anything. Seconds remaining and a foul now there for Melgoza. And that might be all she wrote. Yeah, they just took a little too long, and they were focusing on trying to close down on anything happening offensively. I mean, had they gotten another opportunity, boy, that would have been big. I mean, there's still 15 seconds left. Let's see what they can do. Gotta go now, and a quick foul.
Of the Wildcats.
13.1 seconds remaining.
His second personal foul, 13 foul. Checking in with the Tigers, number 22, Jose Barita.
Jose Barita checking in for the Tigers, and Lau Wapchela for the Wildcats here in the final 13.1 seconds. And a foul from behind.
Foul the Wildcats by number 5, Miguel Blanc, his first personal foul, 15 foul.
So now Barita some free throws, and that one's big. Pretty much seals this one up. And the Wildcats just through their fingertips. The CWAC, boy, is it a different league. 10 seconds remaining. They got to launch something here, and it's stolen. 3.7 seconds. One more time at the free throw line, but this game is, for all intents and purposes, essentially over. Wildcats, well, unfortunately, they'll fall to the 5th seed. And their road to an extended season gets tougher from here on in. You know, on a senior night, you don't want to taste defeat. An unfortunate situation here this evening for the Wildcats. Not able to operate the offense at the way they're used to running it. And they have no double-digit scorer here this evening, which, when you see the results of this contest, it absolutely makes sense as to where the struggles were coming from. And Wildcats with a very tough road ahead of them. And the Tigers spoiling the Wildcats' hopes of a higher seed. And now, very tough schedule ahead of them regardless. Well, let's take a look Got some quick scoring statistics, a low-scoring affair here this evening. Leading all scorers this evening, 12 points for the Ephrata Tigers from Benson Blair. Right behind him, well, what do you know? 11 from Brady Hendrick. Followed right behind him, 7 from Caden Weber. 6 from Cody Ogley. 1 from Jose Barreta. And then 5 from Levi Wilson. 4 from Cooper Black. Their total here this evening. Well, there it says it all. On the other side for your Toppenish Wildcats, well, they were led by the 9 points from Alex Bazan, followed by 7 points from Jason Sanchez, 4 points from Miguel Falan, 3 points from Jack Davila, 2 from Tegan Hernandez, 2 from Dario Davila, 4 from Carlos Melgoza, and then 6 from Mason George. Wildcats coming up short in their season finale senior night here in Toppenish, Washington. Wildcats will fall down and earn themselves a 5th seed, and the road to an extended postseason gets a lot tougher from here on out. Well, folks, this is the THS Digital Media Network. Make sure to like, subscribe, and follow and never miss out on another THS Digital Media event. Regardless, couple of games coming up next week. Both the boys and the girls in postseason action, both hosting games. We'll see who moves on and continues to extend their season. A lot of things yet to be decided. But guess what? On the road to the state championship, boy, does it begin starting Monday night. All right, folks, senior night 2026 for winter basketball. For everybody here, this is Antonio Tony D. Dominguez, the entire THS Digital Media crew. What a wonderful regular season, postseason coming up next week. Check your local listings, of course, social media accounts, and figure out when those streaming times are coming. Either way, next week, 2 games hosted. Boys, girls in action here at home. All right, final score. Ephrata Tigers take the win, 45, and get an upset over the Toppenish Wildcats, 45-38. From everybody here, Antonio Tony D. Dominguez, the entire THS Digital Media crew, have a good night. God bless. See you out there. We'll see you postseason.